Road conditions are expected to be poor overnight tonight, especially in rural areas. So once you get outside of the city limits, that's when we have the blowing and drifting snow. If you're just driving right around the city limits in Rochester, you might not even notice the blowing and drifting snow like we have some whiteout conditions, especially along I-35 and west. Even right along I-90, still closed currently until further notice. We'll keep an eye on that when that ends up reopening. I know I-90 west of Albert Lea opened for about 2 hours today and then has since closed, obviously, with all the red here stretching from Redwood Falls, Marshall, Worthington, Fairmont into Mankato. I saw a post from MnDOT. They said just over 2,000 miles of highways here in Minnesota are closed at this point in time, and we have a closure right along I-35 south of Albert Lea, closure along I-35 stretching from Clear Lake all the way to Ames, so even impacting central Iowa. And I know, like I said, you're driving around town just going to the grocery store or something like that tonight, you're not running into this, but when you're in open spaces, that's when we have the wind whipping around the snow. This was from Derek Overland just west of Albert Lea here, going through snowdrift and then the blowing and drifting snow causing some visibility issues. You can always track everything you need to know about the forecast heading towards the weekend. We'll continue to have updates on our Weather Authority mobile app. You can scan that there. We've also been posting viewer photos. That's where you can find some of those awesome sun dogs that people have been sending us lately. All you have to do is scan that QR code right there. That'll take you to the app, and you can track road conditions on there too. Wind speeds are strong, impacting those road conditions, especially I-35 towards Mason City. Wind gusts at 49 miles per hour. We have a 39 mile per hour gust at RST. Winds will stay strong here overnight, anywhere close to 20 miles per hour sustained, and then wind gusts anywhere from about 30 to 40 overnight tonight. Visibility at half a mile once we get outside of the city limits, down to half mile, 3/4 of a mile in Albert Lea. At one point in time, visibility in Algona was 0. So again, you could really run into those isolated whiteouts when you're outside of the city limits. So blizzard warning still in place until 6 a.m. on Saturday. That's for all of southeast Minnesota and northeast Iowa, and then west of I-35 in Minnesota and in Iowa. Temperatures outside are cold. Haven't even touched on the cold temperatures. Dangerously cold. Wind chills are at 35 below at this point in time. Our temperatures area wide still below 0, with those wind chills anywhere from 20 to even 35 below. Some of those peak wind chills here today. Stewartville was at 44 below this morning. We registered 43 below at RST. Lake City at 41, 37 below earlier this morning in Austin. Those wind chills again tonight staying anywhere from 25 to 40 below across southeast Minnesota and northeast Iowa. So notice here in Rochester we stay pretty level right at about 30 to 35 below into early Christmas Eve morning. That center of low pressure well to our east, but we're still feeling the impacts of that. We'll keep an eye on another weather maker, maybe a clipper system moving in by Sunday. Some accumulating snow might be possible late Sunday night. We talk about travel. If you want to travel on Saturday, looks to be late morning and afternoon. That's when the wind, we start to see it decrease. Travel conditions will improve, I think, throughout the day on Saturday. Wind chills, though, will still be dangerously cold throughout the day on Saturday. Future track here tonight, snow showers remaining to the east, and we'll have those temperatures staying cold all the way through the day on Saturday, maybe just getting above 0 degrees, lower single digits for highs tomorrow. Forecast here tonight, 8 below for the overnight low. We'll continue to have some gusts at about 40 miles per hour. Tomorrow, first alert day in place for the morning. That blizzard warning in effect until 6 a.m. Rural areas will definitely feel the impacts of that. So you have to travel I-35, I-90. Make sure to keep up to date. You can get all road closures on our website at KTTC.com. 7-day forecast, 6 for the high on Sunday. Chance for snow Sunday night. And next week, a little warmer. High temperatures in the mid-30s. Julian.
Next in sports.